everybody, this is Fastest Thing Alive here.
And this is Torch here from FunTheComputerroom.com.
And it's been quite a while since our last podcast, so here we go. As always, it's going to be split into 3 different sections.
I'm trying to remember what they are, because you've forgotten.
Scotland, shut your face. Recent news, Sonic World and upcoming. So in terms of the recent news, our forum has been down for what now? 7 years?
No, 7 weeks maybe.
Probably longer than that.
Alright, fine, 2 months maybe. The idea is me and FTA are going to be working on the new version of the site. We've got the forum back up.
It's been up for ages, hasn't it?
The forum's been up for ages. That's going to be the new immediate thing that I'm going to start working on. We've had a couple of suggestions, one of them being new themes for the forum, which I'm going to try and work on, fingers crossed. But main info we want from all of you out there in Sonicland is to let us know what you want on the new site, because there's no point in us having all these ideas and then doing something if nobody's going to be interested in them. So I've started to post in the website section of the forum. So
also something I want to talk about. We have 850 subscribers and about 129 members on the forum. If you're not a member on the forum, for God's sake, get your ass down there now. www.findthecomputerroom.com. There's a link to our forum. Get there now. You ingrates.
It's actually, I was surprised how many people have actually picked up on it. It's a very, very good resource. We've got loads of artwork and even fan fictions coming up just on the forum alone. Hopefully, as part of our new website, we're going to have a mass section where people can upload all this information.
Yeah, there's going to be a section for fan art and fan fiction, but again, as we've always said, nothing sexual. So no rouge porn or no stories about Shadow, Maria and Black Doom having a threesome. Because why not?
Because
that'd
be what you want.
That'd be quite. Oh yeah, that's.
Oh
yeah. Oh god, yeah. It's just like, it's like Shadow. Yeah, Shadow, come to bed.
You can tell he's been thinking about this.
You know, I may have to break. I'm gonna post my own Shadow.
You're gonna make Fun the Computer.
I'm gonna write it now.
Fun the Computer Room X-ray.
Shadow is in bed. Maria, Black Doom. Let's go. I'll get Steven to animate it. He's in that kind of crap.
Yeah, tell you what, I'll make you a separate subsection of Fun the Computer and password it for everyone that's over 18.
Over 18, and you can read my Shadow, Black Doom, Maria sex romp. Oh yes.
And yeah, see, now we're actually going to start getting personal. Yeah, so where is this secret section?
And also, Tails is in the corner filming it, because that's what he likes to do.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot where we were now. Oh yes, Shadow
website.
Porn. Oh yeah,
no,
the website.
Website. Yeah, website. So let us know what you want on it. Our main theories on it at the moment are going to be continuing with our commentaries and documentaries, working on a new music section. So you'll even have our own little player on there that you can select from.
Shadow player, yeah.
Yep, a little shadow-based player that you can pick from all of our music.
One of the things I want us to do is to get a RSS feed so we can upload our podcasts to iTunes, so you can
our podcasts,
our podcasts, so you can directly subscribe and get them all from there.
I'm also looking at a decent login system so that everybody will be able to log into the main page,
as well as the forum and wiki,
and the wiki automatically.
Magical.
But before I go ahead and start redesigning the website, or before we go ahead and start redesigning
the website, let's be fair. I'm going to do jack, and I'm going to sit down and watch SatAM.
Okay, fine. But in terms of me, I'm not that good a designer. So if I could get some ideas
or
from
lover.
You guys, how the hell would you know?
I've heard things.
Oh, have you now?
Yeah, your sister speaks.
Don't make me punch you. It's a good thing she doesn't actually listen to this stuff anymore.
Oh, classic.
Oh, dear. Dear nice. Anyway. Go.
Okay, back on topic.
You're dead. You're dead now.
Okay, sorry. So yes, you're saying?
Yeah, you're a penis.
Okay, so yeah, you want that good a designer, but
No, I'm not that good a designer, but I know how to put everything together for the site anyway. So, let me know your ideas. I might be able to get a rough idea in terms of what people want.
well, essentially, if there are some good designers who want to come up with maybe some concepts,
Yes,
and give
would be brilliant.
also something we want to talk about. I've spoken to some people like Celia on the site, and for the life of me, I cannot remember your username. I'm sorry, but the dude I speak to on the FTC or Hotmail account about making us an intro. So sorry, I forgot your name at this point. But you do some great art as well. We talk about if some artists want to come up with some original fan art. For the forum, for like the background and stuff, we greatly appreciate it. Of course, no fan characters, I'm afraid, just proper
Official
Sega characters, yeah.
By all means, when we get the fan section up and
Oh yeah,
running,
yeah.
you can
Feel free to
your
post your fan characters in there and fan fiction if you want.
Because there's only two of us mainly working on the site. I think we tried to take a bit more than we could chew to start off with on the original site. So what we're doing at the moment is working at it section by section. The first thing will be getting the main design up, and then doing the homepage, and then from there going to what people want most, and then bringing back all the other sections.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. So what you got?
So the first thing would appear to be the fan section in terms of uploads, where people can put their own things on there. That would be everything, including art, fan fiction, even music, anything really. This is probably going to be one of the first sections that we work on.
Yeah, we aren't. Well, apart from that, we're also going to have all the stuff we've done, and of course loads of like the game music and game cutscenes that like people like Entoma rip for us. Thank you for that.
I think gradually we'll start bringing more things back into the site that we slowly want.
But essentially, we won't be going properly back online until we pretty much have what we want on it. So probably around Christmas time.
Yeah,
we probably go back online.
Once we've got an initial setup going, we'll probably post the link to the site, but it won't be the default page. So anyone that actually wants to go in and have a look at it and how it's progressing, we'll let you go on and have a look, and we can hear your thoughts
and feedback and stuff like that.
Yeah, but until we've actually got it fully online, it will not be up.
Yeah. Sorry if you heard that. I was on Skype and some random git tried to speak to me, so I signed out.
Fair enough.
Okay. So yeah, essentially, that's our big plans. We probably, like I said, probably be going back on around Christmas time. The mistake we made last time is that we pretty much went online and we had about one thing on there, and like once every 2 months we'd be able to put something else on.
Yeah.
This time we're not gonna. So if we have to, unlike Sonic Team, we know when to delay things. So essentially, if we don't feel it's ready, we won't put it on until it's ready. Sonic Team, take note of us. So yeah.
Yeah, to be fair to them though, there's not that many people going behind us saying, "Come on, we want this new stuff out now." Whereas I think they've got a bit more pressure.
Since Sonic Heroes, I don't think so. So essentially, yeah, that's basically upcoming. Now we're gonna go into Sonic World. A few things to talk about, stuff like Sonic Underground Volume 2 from Shout Factory came out. It's underground, it's part of crap, but the good thing is that AOS Volume 2 finally has its release date. It's going to be released in December of this year, and judging from sales of that, we may get Volume 3. But also, even though Shout Factory owns the rights, Deke themselves are actually releasing separate DVDs, and so I'm not sure if it's out yet, but there's a DVD coming out called Sonic the Hedgehog, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the fastest thing in time, which is actually the 4-part miniseries. The Quest for Dr. KSM was edited into a movie, which is coming out on DVD, although the front cover has a picture of Satyam. Don't ask me why, it's Deke.
The English release of the AOSTH box set had all underground
Designs.
stickers in it. You get a free set of exclusive Sonic stickers which actually have underground characters on this.
Yes, like the sorcerer guy who never appeared once in AOSTH. Good work, you guys.
And the robot version of Robotnik.
The Satyam Robotnik with the metal arm, which again I don't remember seeing him in AOSTH.
No, I don't either. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
Other stuff is there's of course new information about Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Unleashed. Mike's staring at me thinking, what the hell is Sonic Unleashed? Sonic Unleashed is a fan term designed to basically the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Basically, things we know about Sonic. Lately, we're actually getting more information about the Sonic Unleashed project. Unlike the 360 version, which is of course is using the newfangled Hedgehog engine, the Wii version is actually using a modified version of the Sonic Adventure engine.
Yeah.
Which, you know, for people who, like myself, just view Adventure as one of the best, the best 3D Sonic game, that's a good thing, essentially. So,
it'll be interesting to see how they managed to port it to the Wii, though, because of different resolutions, but that's just me from a tech point of view.
well, the graphics actually, well, of course, they don't look anywhere near as good as the 360. It pushes the Wii, Wii to the limit. It looks as good as Mario Galaxy.
Okay,
And that's because people, know Galaxy is the best looking Wii game by a mile at the moment. And for my money, I think, of course, we haven't seen any movies, but just from pictures, at least to me, it looks like it's on par with that. I'm sure a lot of you know this by now, but because we haven't done a cast one of these time, around the time that Unleashed was, about a few months after Unleashed was notified, we got information about a new game called Sonic and the Black Knight, which is essentially it's going to be kind of a semi-sequel to Secret Rings. It's actually the start of a new series called the Storybook series, which essentially means that I imagine we're going to get another one called Sonic and the Secret of Hogwarts or something like that. Or essentially, he goes into a different book. And
this is the
essentially,
Knights of the Round Table type one, this one, isn't
kind
it?
of. Well, essentially, there's a lot of facts here, which I'm just going to read off in a long and boring manner. Essentially, it's developed by the same people who made Sonic and the Rings, and the Secret Rings.
Sonic and the Rings.
Sonic and the Rings of Drugs. This time, a sorceress named Melina summons Sonic to the mystical realm of King Arthur, but it seems the fabled monarch has somehow been corrupted and now rules the land as the tyrannical Dark Black Knight. Sounds nothing like Unleashed now, does it? Uses a similar storybook device as Secret Rings. Essentially, the big difference is between this and Secret Rings is that it's no longer on rails, which is one of the problems I had with Secret Rings, to be honest. It's completely 3D open realm. The scoring system is the same as Secret Rings, however, and so is the level system, but there won't be any more stupid levels like collect dinosaur eggs and crap like that, because essentially it's made by the same people who made Secret Rings, and apparently they've actually for once listened to the fan feedback and thought, well, this thing worked, these things didn't work essentially about the game, so they're actually trying to make this one better, which is something that Sega really hasn't been doing for 10 years now. Good job, Sega.
Now,
sorry, just come back. Of course, the big thing for me about Black Knight is that Johnson Yu's coming back to score music after Christ, like 4 years without the guy doing anything apart from remakes of old songs. Hopefully this means we'll get an original Crush 40 song, for Christ's sake, because I'm getting pretty sick of just remakes of old songs. If I must be frank.
Moving on, I'm not sure if you want to talk about it. Was there a rumour regarding a certain cartoon series?
Yes, there was there was a animator or a storyboard artist who had worked on shows like Family Guy, The Simpsons, stuff like that, who on a fan site which we also just go to called Saturday Morning Sonic. Oh no, sorry, wrong site. Fans United for SatAM or Fuse. Its website is www.satamsonic.com. An animator posted on there saying that he was a kind of fan of SatAM and was making a pitch to bring it back. He was talking about various things, and for about 2 weeks ago, everyone got very, very excited because he was saying he wanted to bring it back, because he liked it, but he also felt that he could see the problems that old SatAM had, stuff like Antoine, and stuff like Sonic slang, which even I have to admit I love SatAM, but sometimes like his Sonic dialogue it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
like totally bogus, dude. He sounds like a poor man's Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles at some points. He was talking about stuff like that. It had nothing set in stone. He was gonna do a pitch. Essentially, though, the bad news that's happened now is that apparently, his pitch nothing will be happening for quite a few months. Which isn't to say it's completely dead. It's just saying that we're not likely to get a new version of SatEM for about a year, probably more.
Well, to be fair, a lot of SatEM fan members we've had rumours like this as the SatEM community. We've had rumours and excitement like this until we actually get something from it. There's no reason for us to be getting our hopes up just yet.
We've had information on the movie, which I won't talk about the movie because not a particular fan of the director who's going to do that, just for reasons why I don't really want to get into now. But other than he essentially lied to a lot of people. Mark was looking at me with a very confused look on his face now.
I'll ask you later.
So yeah, the SatEM show, which may be coming back, but probably not for a while, I'm afraid. Other stuff like Chronicles will be out. I think the release date has been set for September 26th.
Yep, we've both managed to have a quick go on it.
At Summer of Sonic, yeah. Well, basically, I was stuck behind some twerp, alright? It was playing for like 20 minutes. And then, like, after waiting so long, I wasn't in the mood to play it. So I played for 2 minutes and I buggered off because I wasn't in that happy mood.
Yeah,
some
it does.
Twerp. Damn you, twerp! I'll kill you.
It is pretty much Final Fantasy meets Sonic. It's pretty cool in terms of how the characters move around. If you played Final Fantasy 3 on the system, granted I only managed to play it for a few minutes, just like you did, because when I got it, there was a massive queue.
Same here. I felt bad.
Yeah, same. I didn't decide to sit on there for 20
Unlike
minutes.
you son of a.
You know who you are. We know who we're talking about. But yeah, it does seem very, very similar.
Well, it plays exactly like Zelda Phantom Hourglass in the sense that you don't use the D-pad, you use the stylus to control the characters on the screen. Something that's interesting is that the fights are quite interesting. In fact, in games like Pokemon, you have the option to run away, but in this game, so do the enemies. The enemies can run, but you can chase them. And also, if you choose to run, you actually have to physically run away from them, which is quite interesting as well.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even get a decent time to look at the battle system or the.
I did. The battle system actually works pretty. It's slightly similar to the double teaming battle system in the Mario and Luigi Partners in Time series.
No, never managed to play that.
It's like it's of course you use the stylus to attack essentially.
Yeah, that's what they were using on the Final Fantasy series as well. I'm not sure if they've gone too far with it because didn't get to count it for that long at all. All I got was like have one battle and walk around the main sort of like the world map.
The hub, yeah.
Yeah, for a while. I'm not sure if they've got separate levels in there for it or if anything else comes.
Well, I think I said that. I think you start off in like there's 2 acts of the game. In Sonic, like the first act is in Sonic's World, the second act is in like Evil Person World. In like Sonic's World, you get levels like Green Hill Zone, Central City, Mystic Ruins, stuff like that.
Looking forward to actually getting a full decent go at it. And you can bet that I'm going to actually get a buy it and give it a go. I didn't get a good look at the sort of like item inventory systems like you get with most RPGs, but it is looking pretty good.
Something I like that something apparently is typical of BioWare games. Instead of having option of like specifically what you say, when the character says something, you'll be given an icon like a smiley face, an angry face. You'll be basically given the option to either reply nicely or reply like a complete scumbag. Which I can't wait to see some of because apparently the dialogue is going to be great. Like the is going to be like the best script. Yeah. It's meant to have actual characters in it and stuff, as opposed to just the one-note dimensionless losers we've been getting in games since Heroes.
Do you know if it's adaptive? So if you're, a douchebag to some people, then they respond to you differently in the future and things like that?
I had no idea. Hopefully something like that could happen. Of course, I want to play it so I can see Amy Corbu as a tramp, but that's just me.
Still want to see that line.
Oh god, yeah. You're a tramp!
You're a tramp!
For some reason, Shadow was attacking Cosmo! Die, Cream. Just die. I'm trying to think whatever. There are more facts about Black Knight. Like essentially, it's just, as in similar to Secret Rings, characters like Sonic and like Tails will be in it. So of course Sonic will be in it. So like Knuckles and Tails will be in it. Only they won't be playing themselves. They'll be playing characters relevant to the King Arthur. But also in this game, Shadow and Knuckles are going to be playable. Not much is known about this, except for Knuckles will use 2 swords. Of course, sorry, I should have mentioned the big gimmick, as it were, in this game is that Sonic carries a sword. So it's going to be like Legend of Zelda crossed with Sonic. Some people have taken umbrage to this. The thing that worries me is that the sword is going to talk and be a mascot. Hopefully it won't.
It's a magic sword.
Hopefully it won't be as annoying as the Flood was from Super Mario Sunshine, with its really bad Bart Simpson voice. That made me want to kill myself. As do many things in this world.
I'm just waiting for the game where they give Sonic a gun, that just so that Sonic Team can be complete hypocrites to what they did in the Shadow series. So in the Shadow
Hey,
game.
look, Shadow, there's weapons. Personally, I want to be cut dead using those.
Yeah.
What
they're
douchebag.
kind of half there with the sword already. But,
I won't shoot things. I'll just cut their head off. What a complete git. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game. It looks pretty good. If it's like Secret Rings but completely, open worlded, then I'll be happy with that. I'll be a lot happy because that's my big problem with Secret Rings was just that I felt you really had no control over
where you went.
Exactly. You were forced to go forward all the time, which to me is just crap.
Okay, I think is that pretty much everything on.
In terms of there's probably a few things you've missed, but screw it, we can all save it for a later day. In terms of upcoming, we talked about a bit at the beginning, but Mike, if you want to maybe go into a bit more detail about what we actually plan to do.
With the site or with the forum?
Well, both actually, yeah. Go for it.
Well, to start off with, the forum has, as you probably know, has been updated to the latest version of PHPVB, if anyone knows what that is.
Ba 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 ba.
Yeah, fine. But the new forum technology. Need to give that a bit of a tweak around and put the smileys back in like the way they were. Hopefully create a couple of new themes so you as our loyal users can pick whatever one you want. Sort of probably going to be based around characters, so you can get a Sonic theme, a Shadow theme.
Probably something similar to what Sonic Stadium does, I guess.
And Tails.
Oh yeah,
TKA.
Tails. Yeah, Tails kicks ass, where we got most of our music from. Bless you, Tails.
Well, it's freely available to everyone. Yeah, so that's the forum mainly. I think a couple of people have also brought up a few functionality issues that I'm going to try and work with as well. In terms of the main site, I'll go back to the forum again for a second. The forum uses a user database. Now, to save a lot of hassle, I'm planning on expanding that database so that we use that for our main site as well, so that everyone that's already signed up to the forum has basically signed up to the site already anyway. But that means people that can join in straight from the site that register will be registered for the forum, for the wiki, and everything else. Then we are slowly going to start adding features from the. Well, we start off with the basic layout of the site. Start off with a homepage. Then, other than adding our own commentaries, we're going to start the first major project that we're going to work on is the fan site. I say fan site, the main database of all your fan art, your fan fictions, music, anything you want really to upload. As Gav said earlier, nothing sexual.
Unless it involves Shadow, Maria and Blackstone. Oh yeah.
No comment. Then we're also going to try and bring back our FTCR comic, because we were liking the way that was going. It was just a bit too much hassle to keep going.
Essentially, once we have the main bulk of the site done, we can focus more on doing stuff like commentaries and comics and stuff.
A lot of it is going to be self-sustaining. Like once we've done the fan section, and people can start uploading their own thing. Once we've actually got that website section out of the way, it's going to be self-sustaining because you guys can just put whatever you want on there, and then we'll be able to download it. We'll have to check in on time to time, making sure that there is no dodgy material on there. But other than that, it should be fairly simple. Same with the wiki, same with the forum. That's pretty much self-sustaining. Then we get to work on, as Gareth was saying just a second ago, all of our commentaries and podcasts. That's about it for the moment. As I said before, if you do have anything you want to add to the site, then by all means put it in the forum. Any suggestions are welcome.
Also, something we want to talk about is essentially the forum. While it's going good now because we have a handful of members, but not that many like regular posters. We have a couple of like people like Followed by Rocks, new members like Ren and Use the Hedgehog, people like that. Basically, post quite a bit. At the moment, it's not too taxing because essentially Mike never posts because he's too busy. I don't know, being a twat. But at the moment it's like I basically handle the forum, and that's fine for the moment. But when we get busy, we are gonna look into. In fact, we'll probably look into now getting a new moderator because we do have another one, Ben or TTF, but he's never on. You know, essentially, we need someone. When we get bigger, we'll need someone. We need like a third-party moderator, essentially. So, if people wanna
bring in your application forms,
bring an application form and some money, and you can be your own FTC moderator. Won't that be fun? So that's how things. Yeah. So like I said, we're gonna be going back at December. When we do, we'll have like all the commentaries, the Sonic X episodes, lots of music from the Sonic movies. Hopefully, most of the playthroughs I've done with Tom.
And as I was saying earlier, what I'll do is once I've got the shell of the site up and running, I'll put a link to it, or where the beta of it's going to be, so that people can give us views on how I think it's going and what they want to see done to it.
Magical. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we hope you've enjoyed listening to this. If not, we don't care. Go away. So this is Fastest Thing Alive signing off.
And this is Torch signing off. And now we go back and edit what you said about my sister.
Dick. That's right, I said dick.
Fine. Dick.
I see it, and now it's all within my reach.